Hello and welcome to Mindset&Co. I am your host who had COVID. Yes, I just got out of it. The cough on episode 2 that you've heard was me having COVID. But hey, we're here today and I'm okay. So I'm doing this for the episode. All right, let's dive in. So today we're going to talk about the reason why you feel stuck. And I really want to emphasize why I'm saying feeling stuck and not why you are stuck. It's because it's really a feeling. We never really stuck in life because life goes on around you. Everything goes on around you. There's a feeling of being stuck or lost. It means that there's a lack of purpose. There's a lack of action. You feel stuck, but yet the world around you is still going. Time is still going forward. Things are happening, but you feel stuck in this moment of time because you're not taking action maybe, or because you don't know where you're going, you don't know what to do, and that results in a feeling of being stuck. But we're never really stuck. Maybe you just might need to take that time for yourself and finding really what you want. And I think a lot of people just feel like this because they feel something is missing. You know, the drive, the intention, the objective, and not being able to imagine what you want. And I would say that happens to us at least once in a lifetime, if not more. I used to be in this situation where for month and month I was just completely lost, out of a purpose. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what would happen. And I was just losing everything in my life. For all these months, little by little, things were, running out. Like I had lost one of my parents. I had quit my jobs before because I hated it. My visa for Canada was just about to run out. I couldn't find a job because of that. Money was starting to run out. It affected my relationship. And in this moment, I just really felt like this heavy weight on my chest and things were not moving. So if you're in this situation, I completely understand you and I feel for you because it just feels like a really dreaded moment where we just don't know what to do to fix it. Well, maybe I want to give another perspective to that. Maybe there's nothing to fix. Maybe this is a moment we're supposed to be into and we're supposed to go through as a lesson. And I know it may be hard to hear if you're in a really, really complicated situation and hard situation. And I know some of you go through that. But I want you to know that there's always a lesson somewhere in that. And actually feeling stuck in this moment might be the best time for you. Why? Because there's so much possibilities. You're opening yourself to so much possibilities. When you know what you want and you're going for it, you don't just look around and taking time to, what do I want to do? Oh, maybe there. Okay, let me try this other thing. You don't do that. You just go for what you want. You just go for it. And sometimes we even lack appreciation for this present moment while we're, going for what we want. And when you feel stuck, that's the complete opposite that's happening. Because you're searching, you're discovering, you're thinking. And there's beauty in that. There really is. And I want to kind of switch around that thought of being stuck. No, you're not stuck. It's just, again, life goes forward. Things are happening around you. But you're taking that time for yourself. You're taking that time to find that missing piece for you right now. And sometimes you might feel just very defeated. You might just feel like you want to, but nothing's moving. And again, I've been there because I've been trying to find things for so long. At some point I was just felt almost overwhelmed by the feeling of being stuck, because I didn't know where I was going, and I just felt this lack of purpose. And I think as humans, we really need this. We really need this sense of purpose. We need to know where we're going. And I think it's very ingrained in our culture as well, because as I was mentioning in episode 1 with the hustling culture, there's this sense that we always need to do more and more and more and more, and keep working, keep going, just like, don't think too much, just do it, and don't really enjoy anything outside. But, I think when you actually take the time to ask yourself, am I okay where I am right now? Am I enjoying this? And when you have this reflection, and then suddenly you're like, no, and you have this sense of feeling stuck because you just don't know where you're going, I think that's a beautiful thing, because you've been able to have that reflection for yourself. Hey, am I okay or am I not? And these can happen several times in a life. I know it happened to me when I was in university, for example. I've changed like 3 times my major. Yes, 3 times. And every time I didn't know where I would go. I just knew that I didn't like it. And, that was just not the thing for me. And so I kept changing. And then I finally found what I wanted. And I stayed at university for 5 years. I spent 5 years studying, knowing when I would go, knowing what I wanted to do, post-graduation after my master's. And then what finally happened after I graduated from the master, it was 2020. I graduated in sustainable tourism. So let me tell you, that was just the worst time ever to find a job in that area. And obviously I did not find a job in that area. And so then here it was, my plan failed again, and I felt stuck. I felt completely stuck and disappointed, and just, I had spent 5 years going after this thing, and then suddenly it could not happen. It was removed from me, all this hope that I had. And then I went through all the things I've told you just before, where I had a job, I hated it, and then I quit, lost my dad, my visa, and all of that. And little by little, I've searched, I had another job that I liked better in between, but I knew it wasn't just the right fit just yet. And I've searched, I took a mastermind, I've searched for, I think it was more than a year, which is actually kind of short when you think about it. But until naturally, it just came that I should be self-employed, that I should be a coach, that I should be a breathwork practitioner, and that what I really wanted to do was help people. So what I'm saying is that this can come over time, right? And the feeling of being stuck doesn't last forever. And I want you to know this is a great opportunity right now for you to do some searching, to look out for the things that you want to do, to enjoy life, right? What is it that you want right now? And I know that if you're in that situation, again, you might feel really down. But the truth is that we never lack anything in this life. Right now you might think, well, maybe I lack money in my bank account. Well, maybe I lack a partner in my life. Well, we tend to focus on these things because these are the things we really want to. And again, our brain is protecting us. So we focus on the negative things because our brain thinks this are problems to our survival. So we're going to focus on our survival. In reality, most of us don't have these problems because we have food, we have shelter. Okay? But our brain is always focusing on the probable problems that might happen in your life. So we do focus on that to actually look around and noticing that we have everything we need of. If you have a roof, if you have food in your plate, then that's all you need to be okay. That's all you need. So start by being grateful for that and notice that you have this abundance in your life. Okay? So this can give you time. This can give you reassurance that you're on the right path and you're not going to be stuck forever. Okay? So help your brain understand that. You are perfectly safe where you are right now if you have food and if you have shelter. Okay? I don't want you to think about the money in your bank account. I don't want you to think about potential partners, about health. As hard as health can be, I know how health can be a hard one. If right now, at this very moment, you have a roof, you have food, you're okay. All right? So think that you will be fine because you have this abundance with you. And I've said it before, but happiness is not a destination. Okay? All the things that you want in the end, this shouldn't be the destination. Again, it's about the journey. I know it sounds cheesy. I know it sounds cheesy, okay? But it really is. It really is. If you're not able to appreciate this present moment, how can you appreciate later in life when you have all these things that you wanted? Because we take things for granted. We really do that. Because we reach a new level all the time. And so, once you get through the habit of having this thing or of being this person, then your brain will immediately go to, okay, what's next? And so feeling stuck in this moment, what it really is a blessing because it helps you kind of look around your life and just wonder, okay, what can I improve? And then go for it and search for what it is that you want to improve. There are going to be moments in your life when, even when you know where you want to go, you will feel stuck. There's always moments, for me, it's about every 3 months-ish, where I just need to stop because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I have this list of things to do, but I don't know what to do somehow. And I know that these are moments where I need to rest and I need to do something completely different. Like, it can be read a book, it can be maybe go see my friends, travel. I just need to take my mind off of the thing that I want. And I need to rest and then not think about it at all. This is the hardest part, but it comes with practice and experience. Once you're able to completely disconnect yourself from the things that you want, you will be able to come back to it with a fresh mind, new ideas, and you know where you're gonna go. And this is exactly what I want you to do if you feel stuck in your general life. I want you to take a step back. I want you to make a list of all the activities, all of the things that you want to do in your life or in the present moment. And I want you to go one by one and accomplish them. I want you to have fun in this moment because this is how you will discover what you want to do. It's not by being on your desk and, just reflecting, looking at the wall and trying to think, okay, what can I do? What can I do in this? I just feel so stuck. That won't help you. No, you need to go out there, metaphorically speaking. You don't always have to go out there, but you just have to go out there and experience life. And it can just be having a coffee with a friend. Maybe that friend will suggest something to you and then suddenly be like, oh yes, I want to try that. And you find, a new passion for something. You're like, I want to go there and now I don't feel stuck anymore. These things happen. When we start living our life, when we start having passion for things, when we start to have fun, that's why I always say on my social media, that's why I always say to my clients, you need to have fun. How can you have fun in that area? Okay? Because that is by being authentically yourself, and by having fun and by bringing joy to your life, that you'll be able to move on and figure out the next thing and the next thing. And you won't feel so stuck anymore. And again, there might be moments where you feel stuck again, even though you know what you want, where you just feel down. And that's perfectly normal. Again, that's normal. These are times when you need to rest, when you need to focus on other things, because you've done too much on that main thing that you want, but you haven't given enough time to fill your own cup or to do other fun activities. And then you need balance for your creativity, for your health, for your overall well-being, and for other people around you. You need those moments too where you balance it. So again, feeling stuck is not something bad, and this is what I want you to remember from this episode. If you just need to remember one thing, it's this: feeling stuck is not a bad thing. It might actually just be the best time for you to discover, for you to think of all the pool of possibilities that just opened to you because you felt stuck and you've stopped from doing what was taking your main energy. You've stopped for a minute to look around, assess, and see what it is that you want to do, and really question and started to think. So these moments in life are so important. And also I hope that my own examples that I gave you can be a source of inspiration into that. Because again, I've been there. I know what it's like. And it happened to me so many times. And even though I knew where I was going, then the end, if I can say the end result was not what I pictured because of all these things that happen. And we don't have control on the things that happen. Okay, but we do have control on our actions and our words, our thoughts. We have control on this. We don't have control on the outcome. We don't have control of the situations that are happening to us and the outside environment. And those things happen in life, we just need to learn to be okay with that. And that is an important life lesson. And if you're going through it, honestly, my heart goes to you, because I know sometimes it's not hard, but know there's the light at the end of the tunnel. If you just bring that little spark with you to find the things that you like doing and you really have fun. All right, that was all my loves for this episode. I really, really hope that you have a nice day, that you have a nice week, and that you bring that fun component in your life. And if you've liked this episode, please rate it. That would really help me and the podcast. And you can always message me for feedback, or if you have ideas of other episodes that you would like me to dive into, you can message me on my social media, mostly Instagram. And yes, I think that's it for this week. So, all right, love you. Bye.